Hello everybody and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. We're gonna check out this new locale. Mm.
Wow, it's so busy here. It's amazing. Everything's under control with so many people. It feels so different from Station Street.
That's Tyrell for you. As you might have guessed, this is where the Tyrell Times was founded. There's a handful of other publishers HQ'd here too. As a result, tons of young people like to hang out here. It's where you'll first find a lot of trends and subcultures taking off.
This area has a very distinct vibe you won't find anywhere else in the city as a result. I've come here a handful of times with my friends from school. One of them even works at the bookstore here.
Plenty more to find than just books. I find myself out here all the time. Why don't we wander around here a little while? Nothing beats seeing a place firsthand when you want to get to know it.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, newbie. I'll need you to pay close attention to where the bulletin board is.
If I remember correctly, it's in a side street by the movie theater. Understood.
The entertainment industry is changing so much. It's not just made up of actors these days. Now even idols and fashion models are part of it. The lines are blurring too. Just look at trendy actresses like Judith Lanster. Or Lanster? Lanster? She's so popular. She's practically an idol in her own right. It takes all kinds these days. If I just find something that works for me and make it stick, maybe, just maybe I can break in too.
Alrighty.
Come on, mister, you've got to be a scout. Notice me already. You can't ignore such You can't ignore such hotness when it's right in front of you. I've been walking past you for more than 3 weeks now. Make your move already.
You're what? Really? So that guy is... Well, that's interesting.
You're the guy who runs Arkwright Solutions, huh? What do you think you're doing dragging a young kid around? Are you up to more business? Try to keep yourselves out of anything too shady, alright? It only makes more trouble for us police in the long run.
I remember you. Remember when we dealt with that scammer? Appreciate you folks taking care of things after we were done.
Yeah, well, whatever. You're welcome, I guess. It didn't feel like we were helping as much as getting dumped with the cleanup. Just don't do anything to disturb the peace, got it? We've got enough headaches to deal with without you making matters worse. Karen's held a bit of a grudge since all that happened. She went on about how you outdid the police and how we on the force could end up in trouble before long. It never ends. Nancy! Ugh, you can't just tell them that. I said all that to you in confidence.
Hey, don't worry, ladies. We'll be careful not to get either of you fired. We're not looking to put anyone out of business.
Karen is nothing if not consistent. In any case, we're out on patrol for the time being, so if you see anything suspicious, let us know. We'll be right on top of it. Listen, you have our thanks for helping us arrest that scammer, and you know, we couldn't have caught him without you, but try to keep yourselves out of any shady business from now on, okay? It only makes more trouble for us police in the long run.
All these shots are so nice.
What's this?
It's a monument depicting a group of 4 animals.
Really? Like I couldn't tell.
I see.
Welcome.
What's this? A gift for Fairy. A book. Well, that would be important.
Ooh, that's actually pretty fucking good.
I hope to see you again.
That's really good, actually. Hold on. Strength, evasion.
Oh, prevents death blow. I have 2 things preventing death blow. I don't need. Prevents ailments. Oh, that's actually. Ay, ay, ay. Well, not a lot of enemies really do death blow. So, I guess I'll let it go.
Banana launch! I'll take good care of it. Well,
Hi there, welcome to Stewart Bookstore. Whether you're shopping for novels, business magazines, or reference books, we've got all your reading needs covered. And we sell more than just books. We also have comic magazines, promotional merchandise for movies, and plenty more. If there's anything you're looking for in particular, let me know.
I should buy a business magazine to see what's going on with the economy. I heard there's an opt from Walter Huckleberry this weekend. Wait, is that new volume of the Tales of Bravery? I haven't kept up with that series lately. I wonder how long this one's been out. Looks like they'll put out 10 volumes so far. I think I'll buy the full set. Crap, what am I saying? I came here to buy a business magazine. But who says I can't buy both? I'll just pick these comic books up and blast through them this weekend.
Even my parents were wearing Eastern uniforms, but like, we're all so much more comfortable wearing modern stuff, you know?
See the movie.
And then my
Fans
brother
are
asked
raving
me about
Get the
ethnic-related
brilliantly
stuff
bitter
because of his
taste
job
of
all the
golden
time,
blood.
and honestly, thinking about all that gets old. I think you should just keep doing and wearing what you like, son. Like that one from last week. You looked amazing. Thanks, Marilyn. Yeah, I like to think of myself as a pretty free spirit. Unlike my brother. You really are. And as for you, Peter, don't you have anything to say about running late?
I told you I didn't mean to. I just stepped in a bit too much. I promise I won't let any of that happen again.
The problem isn't just that you were late. You know, it's that you were also trying to butt into girl talk. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Or is it suddenly alright for men to barge into conversations whenever they like? Yeah, she's right, Peter. You were pretty insensitive.
You've got me there. I'm sorry, Ghost. Seriously, I am. Marilyn's shooting some serious daggers at me. Look, I'll cop up to the fact I messed up, and I didn't think these two were having such an intense conversation that I could just join in. But does Marilyn really have to make me literally pay for it every time I'm a little late? Or I misinterpret something? I mean, come on.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more
Now,
than
where
the
should we
sweetest
hang
of
out today?
wines.
I'm going to make Peter
Discover
spoil
the
us really
inebriating
good for
world
being
of
such a
show
jerk
business
earlier.
in
So let's be sure to pick
Sober
somewhere nice to
Curious.
eat. What the hell are you talking about? I was born and raised here in Edith, so I'm used to doing whatever I want without always asking other people for permission. People think just because I'm Eastern, I'm supposed to be modest or whatever. It sucks. I'm so glad my friends these days don't think like that.
I feel like I have a sharper eye for beauty after a good cup of coffee. I'm trying to find some new fashion talent. Maybe someone for the Edith Girls collection. A diamond in the rough who just needs polishing. But everyone I've approached has been missing that special something. If I could just find someone with a unique edge, then I'd be in business.
See the movie. Fans are raving about. Get the brilliant.
Oh damn!
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
The McMillan sandwich, the fluffing whatever. The rich mango frappe, the mild
We
cappuccino.
await your next visit.
I would love some coffee or tea right now.
Oh wow, I didn't realize this cafe had its own cat. That's cool.
That's a funky meow. Can't say I've ever heard that come out of a cat before.
He kinda reminds me of the cat from the one novel, now that I think about it.
Actually, as it so happens, I named him Kageyoshi after that very same cat. He can be a peculiar feline, but he means well and serves as the mascot of our cafe. So please be nice to him. Why, hello there, Anies. It's good to see you again. And who do we have here with you today?
It's good to see you too, Mr. McMillan. These two people are from my workplace. He's my boss, and she's, my coworker, I guess you could say.
You've started working, have you? Good for you. I'm sure it'll make for a wonderful experience for you. Your coworker looks like she's from the Central Eastern, yes? You should try some of our coffee. The beans we roast are quite popular and come straight from there. They're the real deal.
That's awesome. Abby loves this coffee back home. I'll like to taste some of yours and see how it compares.
Well,
It's deeply humbling having so many people from all different walks of life come to this cafe. In fact, when the original owner still ran, they say Sheena Diddick and her compatriots used to come here to discuss the revolution and their ideas. Hopefully they're all resting by the goddess's side these days, knowing their country is much more peaceful and her people can live at ease.
Welcome to Macmillan Cafe. I'll be happy to get you seated whenever you like. Are you sensitive to smoke or sunlight? I like interacting with customers. Probably comes from doing a lot of part-time jobs up until this point. The owner here, Charles, often tells me what a good job I do. Gotta keep it up so I maintain that winning streak. I've worked at my fair share of places part-time, but this has definitely been the best one to work at. The owner here is so nice. I think my little brother is gonna join me here next year. Until then, I've gotta keep holding down the fort. The coffee they serve here is really good. They have blends that are just like what they have back home. Really, the whole atmosphere here is soothing, and the owner's a nice man too. I feel like I can come here to slowly acclimate to life here in Edith. When my husband said we were going to have to leave Asylum because of a job transfer, at first I was really worried if it was a good idea. But I think we can make this work. We found a temple and our sons come to like the local Sunday school as well. It's hard to complain. Mommy says the cafe helps her adjust to her country. That's just like me. Everyone's so nice to me at Sunday school. This place feels just like home now. If the boss of this place is nice to my mommy, this will feel like home to her too.
Business in.
Oof, what's this?
Sober curious.
Hello.
Do you ever find yourselves wondering about some of the most heinous criminals to ever live on this continent? Like, take the demon of the Eastern Quarter. They're a legendary assassin whose activities date back 130 years. They were even involved in Calvert's democratic revolution. But get this, they say the demon still lives, and that they're committing gruesome murders in the underworld to this very day. Now, I'm not sure if that's all hogwash or not, but it's fun to think about, don't you think?
Well,
Speaking of the demon, apparently they normally go by a code name. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. They don't talk about it in this book, which is a shame. By the way, the book's
See the
called
movie.
Perfect Crimes
Fans
by
are
the
raving
Perfect
about.
Perpetrators.
Get the
It's the
brilliantly
best.
bitter taste
You learn all
of
sorts of
golden
neat little
blood.
tidbits about crime.
good grief.
Good grief. Ah, the news place.
I heard.
Well,
Mario's got no shortage of enthusiasm, I'll give her that. But if she can't see reality for what it is, she isn't cut out to be a reporter. I don't care if that sounds harsh. Instead of pursuing dreams and fanciful things, she should be forging relationships with people in business and politics while she's still young. That Mariel, I was something of a mentor for her for a time. She has a way of scaring me when she gets into trouble. It's like, think of her as a younger sister. It can be hard to concentrate on my work once I start worrying about her. I respect her drive, of course. I just wish she'd think things through ahead of time. I was looking into the exact story that made the front page this morning. Oh well, no use crying over spilled milk. I've just gotta go out there and find another story. It's a brand new day. Time to get to work. Oh, and I better see what Dingo's up to as well. Nothing keeps this girl down for long, does it? I feel sorry for Dingo for whatever she's got in store for him in the near future. Oh, I almost forgot. It's my turn to come up with an article for the culture section. It's not exactly the part of the paper I'm most interested in, but I'm sure I'll find something newsworthy if I nail the interview.
Welcome to the T-Real Times. Tyrell, if you need to speak with one of our reporters or editors, I'll be more than happy to set up a meeting. Unfortunately, our editors are all rather busy, so they may not be able to see you right away. Though, if you're here to offer your thoughts or opinions on the paper itself, I'll be more than happy to listen and pass your comments on. Why do the editors always choose to dump work on me right before a deadline? Do I look like I have oodles of time to spare? I'm a journalist, you know, not some author writing the great Calvadarian novel. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to fix dinner for my sister tonight. What a bummer. Oh, look at that. Doesn't look like there's any good info here.
Hey,
How about some nice cold ice?
Hello.
new movie.
Ah, strawberry milk ice cream. And apple gelato.
Thanks for shopping.
Hey, you there. I know a person with a sweet tooth when I see one. Let me guess. When you order ice cream, you're the kind of man who can't decide, so he gets both strawberry and chocolate. Am I right?
Well, that's some scary intuition you got. You're right. I was checking your place out because I was in the mood for something sweet. But to be able to tell exactly what I like? In fact, now that I'm taking a closer look, your place is exactly what I'm into. How the hell do you do it?
That's what happens when you gain true enlightenment in all things sweet. You get a nose for exactly the kinds of things people like. Take your blonde-haired friend there. I've got a hunch she's into vanilla and coconut. And as for the little one, is everyone in the city psychic like her? It's amazing. I think it's just her special talent. Most people here don't have her intuition.
Okay.
What can I say? When it comes to what we eat, there's nothing more special than sweets. And people who love them have an aura I can't miss.
You got that right. Sweet stuff is what makes life worth living.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Ginger ale.
See ya.
Oh shit. Say, what is this big building for?
Oh, this is a movie theater. It's where you go to watch movies. It's been a major attraction in this area for a while. Sorry, guess this stuff ain't real common outside Calvert, huh?
Have you ever seen an Orbital film, Fairy? No, but I think I've heard the term once or twice. I don't really get the concept, though. How should we explain it?
Ever seen recorded combat footage before?
Of course, it's really useful for learning new tactics and reviewing squad movements.
Well, imagine a bunch of pieces of footage put together. That's all performed by actors. That is a movie. Then a movie theater is where you go to watch movies on a really big screen.
Oh, the city is amazing! I didn't realize there was a place here to see tests of strength and duels to the death.
No, I mean, well, there are movies like that, yeah.
We'll have to explain it to her in depth later. I really want to see one now. Too bad though, we still have work to do. Hey, when we finish up today...
Yeah, I getcha. Wait, hang on, what do I have to come to?
If we're going to be a team, we've got to spend time together and get to know one another better. Plus, they happen to be selling some seasonal churros at the concessions area.
Yeah. Huh? What do you want, Renee?
How many times must I... Oh, I see your second part-timer has joined you. My name is Kincaid. I'm an analyst with the CID. If you're working for Van, I expect this won't be our last meeting.
I suppose so. It's nice to meet you. Fairy.
Look, I don't really want to play the blame game here. But there's no denying the Eyes and Shield changed course because the CID got in their way. You know that decision ended up costing them their lives, don't you? I do, and in that moment, it was the correct decision to train our personnel, so I won't make any excuses. Still, the Eyes and Shield weren't strangers. I had unofficial connections with them as well. On a personal level, I deeply lament what happened to the Flame Eater. While words alone cannot make amends for what happened, There was one thing I can disclose. It would seem the group that defeated the Eisen Shield were not mafiosos at all.
Huh?
Now that you mention it, that sadistic bastard mentioned something about an old haunt. I think it is safe to say that the group you are referring to and its executive members were involved. While Armada's members all know how to fight, few are combat specialists. Ordinarily, they would have stood a chance against the capable. They wouldn't have stood a chance against the capable company of Jaegers. This is simply a matter of fact.
You're right.
Yeah, that's been bothering me too.
How did they do it then?
Whomever was deployed to fight the Eisen Shield must have been exceptional fighters. And again, I know this information hardly serves as recompense, but for now, this is all I can share.
I appreciate you telling us.
Anyway, something tells me you didn't just call to apologize. Quite right. I'd like to discuss the work you've been doing for the guild.
Oh,
Been keeping your ear to the ground, eh? Why am I not surprised? As you know, we at the CID do not see the guild as our enemy. Granted, our two organizations handle things differently, namely national security and confidentiality. Thus, there are those within our ranks that wish to use your recent partnership as a means to besmirch the guild's reputation.
uh-oh.
Real rich coming from the department that hires Jaegers for side gigs. That's politics for you. No matter how many get burned, there will always be those who wish to play with fire. However, the CID as a whole would not stand to benefit with a plan like that. Therefore, I have a proposal.
Isn't that a monster extermination request?
Oh, Ladios, take me now. It's as you summarized. We will be sending you tasks just as the guild does. Feel free to handle them however you see fit, and will match the rate the guild is giving you. At least sweeten the pot a little, you cheapskate. I'm paying just enough to keep certain voices in the department quiet. And with that, I will bid you adieu. I'm looking forward to a fruitful business relationship with you all. That four-eyed sadist.
It did sound like he's covering for us at least. I got that impression too.
And that's how he gets you. Waterway under the Seaton District, huh? That's the second district, by the way, Fairy.
I'm guessing you don't go there often due to the higher than usual government presence.
You know me too well. I'm in no hurry to head on over. It ain't much, but we can stick it to that jerk for foisting work onto us willy-nilly. Gotta go eventually though, so we'll head over to the Seaton District once we finish everything else.
Gee, you city people have really complicated lives. At least it means I get to fight a bunch of strong monsters. Leave the front line to me. I can take on any foe. Someone's raring to go.
Save some of that fire for the monsters, kid. Welcome. Any chance I can interest you in some popcorn? What about a hot dog? You gotta at least get some popcorn. You know they won't even start the movie until everyone has some, right?
Really? I had no idea Calvadarians did anything like that.
It's true. In fact, I'll fill you in on a little secret. I'm the one who came up with it in the first place. Oh yeah, that's right, me. The great thing about popcorn is it's easy to eat and makes less noise than stuff like chips. Ever since I started it, it's taken off like wildfire.
That's amazing. I can't believe I'm talking to the man behind all that.
Hate to burst your bubble, kiddo, but you can't believe everything you hear. Because I always ate popcorn ever since I started coming to movies as a little brat. And I sure didn't come up with it. Okay, so what if I wasn't the first guy to put some popcorn and movies together? Who cares? Doesn't change the fact that popcorn makes any movie you watch at least twice as good. That's not just my opinion either, that's just science.
Hey, Agnes, didn't expect to see you here. Who are those two? Hi, Chingon. This is my boss, Van, and my coworker, Fee. Are you here to watch another movie? You bet. There's a new movie coming out today, and I wouldn't miss its premiere for the world. The only problem is it starts really, really late. I'm not sure what I'll do to pass the time. Maybe I should watch Golden Blood for the 5th time. Or maybe I should just wait for the uncut version everyone's been raving about to come out. What do you think, Agnes? What's your opinion? I don't think you can go wrong either way. You should do whatever you think will be most fun. People really do like movies, huh?
For some people, it's more than just like, well, they outright love them. Those sorts of diehards are called cinephiles.
Oh yeah, did you hear the big news, Agnes? The Meswadum Film Festival got cancelled. But they're planning a different one down south over in Tharbad. Isn't that great? I'm so excited for it. I hope that one actually works out. They're doing something all the way down there, too? Huh. I had no idea.
Not supposed to be for a little while yet, but yeah. Fingers crossed it goes off without a hitch.
The more you guys talk about movies, the more curious you're making me. I've gotta see one now.
Sober.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
I've been coming to this theater for a long time because I can always trust them to show quality films. But as of late, the only movies they show are sleazy films that they rely solely on cheap visual shocks. It's disgraceful, I say. The most deplorable director of all is that Salvatore Gotti. His rise to fame boggles the mind.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Welcome to Spirit Cinema. It's my great pleasure to serve as your guide. I've been working here for 20 years, so I can go into considerable detail about almost anything film related.
Merchandise for the movie
You've been
on sale at
working
the
here
shop.
for that long? So you must have started around when Orbital Films started showing.
That's right. As a matter of fact, I've been here since the theater itself was first constructed. In those days, films were largely similar to traditional theater, but now they possess a culture of their own. The landscape has changed too. The big three distributors just used to be United Star, Orion Films, and Kowloon Pictures. But along the way, Vegas Films entered the ring, and since then we've had a wide variety of films to watch.
Well, thanks for the crash course in film history, mister. Now I really want to learn more about movies.
I admire your spirit. I suppose they must still feel novel to someone who's not from the Republic. I hope you enjoy the movies. I think you'll find them more than worth your while. The popularity of films has led to the industry to hold annual festivals dedicated to them. Sadly, this year's film festival, Miss Willow, has been cancelled due to extenuating circumstances. However, there's another one in the works, which I'm certainly looking forward to seeing.
Alrighty.
Welcome to Spirit Cinema. If you're looking to purchase tickets, I'd be more than happy to help you. So you buy your tickets first and then you watch the movie? I never would have guessed.
They do that so you can reserve a seat and also know which auditorium your movie will be playing in. Pretty much like hopping on a train.
Oh, is this your first time coming to a movie theater, miss? Interesting. I thought films were being more common in the Central East. Well, I grew up in a pretty remote place, so I haven't seen any movies before. I heard they're like combat recordings. Oh, that's a unique comparison. I suppose that's true in a way. You can think of films as theatrical plays in recorded form. Regardless, we certainly have films that are popular with girls your age, as well as ones that are perfect for first-time movie girls. Girls? I was trying to say goers. If you're not sure what you like to watch, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'll be more than happy to give you a recommendation. Awesome! Thanks a bunch, ma'am. Golden Blood has proven to be an especially big hit with audiences. It has more than its fair share of racy scenes, but the hard-hitting action and widening fast pacing of the story has won scores of people over. Many people have also found themselves drawn to Sober Curious due to the complex inner workings of its main character.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
I love movies that get me all hyped. That's why I also am looking forward to seeing Salvatore Gotti's films. It's also why I like horror movies. They're pretty cathartic, as the grown-ups say. The staff only recommend kiddie movies to me. I get why they do, but they're so boring. What's taking Mama so long? Does it really take 30 minutes to use the restroom? All this waiting's making me want to go too.
Every night I will save your life.